All right, we'll start off real quick with showing you how to remove the foam off the frames. Got some brand new white frames here. Just gonna get my water really hot for my sink. You know, my sink's pretty good. It gets that level of hot where it just starts to burn the crap out of your hands and you don't want to touch it. It ends up working out great. You want it pretty warm to help loosen up some of the glue. Just let the foam soak up some of that hot water. Usually it takes about a minute, but you'll really notice the hot water will loosen up that glue, and you can get the foam off in one nice solid piece for the most part. I personally don't mind leaving a little bit of the foam on the frames because I think when you go back to putting the foam back on the frames, you can put a little bit of glue on the leftover. That actually, one, helps you kind of put it back in the same right spot, and two, I think the extra little bit of on there just, you know, gives your glue something to stick to besides the nice slick plastic. Always start at one of the ends though, get it nice and hot. It's been about a minute now, so it should be loosening up. Just gonna take it, I'm just gonna, hopefully you can see, just gonna pinch it, just ever so slightly. Add more hot water, and you just keep doing that. Take about 2 or 3 minutes, but you'll slowly pinch off. Like you'll see, I'm getting 95% of it off. There's just a little bit left on there. But like I was saying, that's not the worst thing ever. When it's glued back on, you'll never tell, and that kind of gives you a pattern of where the foam was resting at, as well as gives you a little something to rub your glue on for the glue to adhere to besides just that really slick plastic. So don't be nervous. Keep this side nice. That's the side touching your face. This side doesn't matter too much. That's going to be covered in glue to get it back on the frame. As you see, especially as the piece starts getting bigger, it just gets easier and easier. Even less and less of the foam is sticking to it still. I'm getting more of it up. But let the hot water do most of the work. Just little pinches, little inch by inch. I have lots of practice doing this, but even without the practice, you should be able to feel if you're doing it right. You'll feel if most of the foam is coming off in one piece. If it starts feeling a little rough, a little tough, hot water, let it do the work. Start at the other end now that I made a little bit more than halfway. I think it's easier to work from the edges inwards. Got the bottom all the way off. Now the top half, the easy half. Again, get right up in that corner, pull it back, and just pinch, pinch. Luckily that foam really sucks up the water, so it traps in that heat, and that heat really makes that glue release fairly easily. Almost there. About another 10 seconds, and we should have this off of there. And voila. Got most of it off. Like I said, got a little bit left on there, not the worst thing. And this is the good side, no problems. That's the other side. Still looks good in my opinion. And I'm just gonna hang up the phone to dry now for a little while. Just hang it up, let it air dry, and I'll be working on the rest of the frame the rest of the day, getting it dyed up.